Welcome to the Easy Environmental Analysis System Marine GIS tutorial series. In this video, we will demonstrate importing measurement data into an easy project. Here, we have a demonstration project called FAM-Demo, which uses our Spatial Analysis plugin to study and analyze records of marine organisms off the coast of Southern California. First, we will switch the menu setting from Standard to Expert level. The Standard menu setting hides many of Easy's more complicated menus and options, which makes Easy more friendly for the beginning user. The Expert menu settings enables all of Easy's menus and options and is recommended for the advanced user. To change this setting, we can go to View, Display Settings, and then choose the Menus tab. Click on the drop-down menu and change the menu level selection from Standard to Expert, and then press OK. Next, we will open up the Virtual Database Wizard, the first step in importing discrete measurement data. To do this, we can select File, Import, Measurements, Database Wizard. This opens the Virtual Database Wizard user interface. However, before we continue, let's take a look at the data we will be importing. In this case, we have a practice data file saved within the project folder, located in the Easy root directory, which is typically the C drive by default. The project folder is created within the Easy root directory when a project is installed, and always has the same name as the project itself. We'll open up Windows Explorer, navigate to the C drive, the Easy root folder, and then the project folder, in this case called FAM-Demo. Within the FAM-Demo folder, there is a subfolder called Source Data. We typically recommend that the user store their project data within the project folder for ease of access. Let's open up the practicedata.csv comma-separated values file and take a look. This is a sample data file that contains measurements of squid caught in the waters off Southern California. The headers of each column represent the different data types that are needed or recommended for ingesting data into Easy. We have latitude and longitude, date time in month, day, year, hour, minute, second format, station identifier, measurement value, measurement type, measurement units, measurement depth, sensor type, voyage name, and sample type. Note that some of these characteristics are not required. Typically, all that is really needed is latitude, longitude, date time, and measurement value. Including other parameters allows for more in-depth analysis and filtering options within your Easy project. The order of the columns does not matter, nor does the header syntax. If your data uses different headers, you will have to identify which of your columns corresponds to the different categories listed here when using the Virtual Database Wizard. Please note that you must not have blank rows above the header row. Finally, it is important to note that your data file must be closed when you are running the Virtual Database Wizard within Easy. Let's go ahead and close our practicedata.csv file now. Back in the Virtual Database Wizard menu, we can select either New Database Import Settings or a previously saved VDB file, which contains pre-saved settings for data files that you may have already imported into your project. For our purposes, let's choose New Database Import Settings and then press Next. If your data is in a CSV file, select TextJet as the ODBC source file entry, and then press Source File to open up Windows Explorer and navigate to your data file. In this case, the Practice Data CSV file we looked at earlier. Select the file and double-click, or press Open to populate the source file entry in the Database Wizard. Easy can ingest data files from many different source types, but for most users, we recommend having your data saved in a CSV file and using the TextJet setting for ease of use. If you are using a CSV file, be sure that the text delimiter drop-down box is set to comma. When ready, press Next to continue. In this next menu, check the Columns box to let Easy know that your data file is set up in column format. Now you will see the different headers in your data file. Select only the measurement value or values that you have in your existing data file. In this case, we have only one measurement value, squid, if you remember from our Practice Data CSV file. We recommend using the alias text box to specify a unique name for your measurement type. For example, squid catch per set. Once your measurement type entry is selected, continue by pressing Next. The next menu is the first of a series of menus that maps the different data categories from the source data file into the project database. The top drop-down box shows which category EASY is searching for, in this case, measurement units. The next drop-down box specifies if the value is being imported from the data file, or if it is a fixed value. If your data category has a fixed value, select Fixed Value, and then type in your value in the box below. For example, kilograms if your data has units of kilograms. In our case, we will switch back to TextJet to link the measurement units entry in our data file with the data that will be ingested into EASY. The next drop-down box indicates the source of the data. The final drop-down box shows the header of the selected column. Here, you must select the correct header of your data that corresponds with the data category specified at the top of the menu. In this case, we will choose Units. Note that the box at the bottom of the menu is now populated with the first few entries of the Units column. This provides a simple way of visually confirming that you have the correct data column selected. When ready, press Next to continue. The next menu is looking for measurement depth, so in the fourth drop-down box, we will select Depth to link our data's depth category with EASY. We can continue through the wizard with Measurement Sample. Note that this category is blank because the sample column in our practice CSV file was also blank. Next, we have Measurement Latitude. Here you can also select the latitude formatting. In our case, the latitude and longitude in our practice data CSV file is in decimal degrees and fractional minutes, so we will switch to this type in the drop-down menu here. Next, we have Measurement Longitude, Measurement Sensor, Measurement Station, Measurement Time, and Measurement Voyage. The next menu is the final step in the wizard. Here you can designate the format of the output latitude and longitude. I will again switch to decimal degrees, fractional minutes. You can also choose how you want EASY to handle null values and no data values, and can designate the radius of your data stations. If the position of a station falls within the circumference of a previously mapped station, the two stations will be merged to yield a hybrid station whose position is the average of the latitudes and longitudes of the two parent stations. This processing of stations will not occur if stations have unique names or indexes. The data can and usually should be appended to the existing project database file, specified in the output file box here. By default, this should point to the project database file and should be left alone. Checking the Save Measurement Error Records box will save any importation errors into a VDB errors table located within your project database. Finally, you have the option to save all of the settings of this iteration of the virtual database wizard into a VDB file. Press the Save Settings button, and then specify a name and location for your VDB file. If you need to re-import your data later, you can select this VDB file at the beginning of the virtual database wizard, and all the menu entries will be populated with your selections. When ready, press Process to execute the importation query. The import process may take some time, especially if you are importing tens of thousands of data points. When the process is finished, the wizard will notify you of the results. Pressing Finish will close the wizard and automatically reload EASY. After EASY reloads, we can check to make sure the data was imported by going to View, Data Graphics, and selecting the Blobs tab. And now we can see our new Squid Catch Percent category that has been successfully imported into our project. We can unselect the currently visible Sardines category and then click the checkbox next to the new Squid Catch Percent category. Then, when we press Apply, we should be able to view the newly imported data on the main view screen. If you do not immediately see your data, check the Data Filters menu to ensure that EASY is not hiding your newly imported data. We can go to View, Data Filters, and first select the Sensors tab. Remember that our new data used the Excel sensor type. You can use Control-Click to select individual sensor types, or press Select All to select all options at once. Similarly, go to the Voyages tab to select the voyage type of your newly imported data, in this case, random voyage. When done, press Apply and OK to update easy with the new filters. Now we can see the new squid data on the main view screen. It's a bit of a mess, so let's go back to the View, Data Graphics, Blobs tab to alter the size of the displayed data. For now, we'll just decrease the value size value from 100 down to 1. Let's also change the color of the squid data from black to red so it more easily shows up against the dark background. After pressing Apply and OK, we can now clearly see the squid survey data we imported into our project. We will explore different ways of viewing and analyzing this data in a separate tutorial. Thank you for viewing this tutorial video.